What is going on, everybody?
Ooh-wee.
It is Bix and Partners here. We're back in Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney when we left off.
Crazy things.
Turns out that she drew the blue badger.
For some reason. We don't know why.
Yep, but we know the true murder weapon, apparently, or at least the potential murder weapon. Okay, let's
just go. Let's just
see
go.
What's going on. So why'd you draw this picture? What? You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. I can still hear the music.
We all can, girl.
What the fuck?
That's the whole thing.
All this time I've been trying so hard to forget the blue badger. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Perhaps it would be best to forget that if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Skye? Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, a whole nother testimony.
Emma's recollection. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
Okay. Huh.
This is certainly most unusual.
The fuck?
Yeah, Andrew's just like, what the fuck?
Even he's like, try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That threw me the fuck off. I mean, he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Yes, well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Stop, please. Don't pursue this any further.
She's hiding something.
Wow.
Lana.
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Skye. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like ripping a Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
When you like really, really don't want to, you know? Because it hurts, but...
Alright. Blue Badger.
And he wasn't even created yet. Like,
okay. His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all?
That's right. But I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns.
Jesus, calm down. This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken.
It was Jevil. A Jevil cosplayer was outside.
Yes, even back then in 2001, Jevil was the murderer.
Yes.
That's even more sense than something that happened 2 years ago. Okay, that may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation? If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. Is that the vase?
He might be. Yes.
Let me see. Let me try something here.
What are you trying?
Let me. Oh shit.
Oh.
I need to. But wait, no. Aha! That's what I want. I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
That.
Oh, she saw it while it was falling.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know what it is. All right, so.
Dude, that's some next level stuff.
What was
right
Emma
there.
saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really?
I just might know.
Yep, let me go ahead and
just in case.
Just in case I fuck this up.
Look at us not needing the walkthrough very much.
So I just might know. So she said she knocked the person with the knife away.
Yeah.
So she probably knocked them towards the window that had the vase. The vase fell and probably cracked what's his face in the head somewhere.
Because he was concussed.
Yeah.
But then how
But no,
did...
that would. I'm saying it might have hit Niel.
Oh.
Unless it concussed.
Because they said
killer, and
they
then she thought it
found
was
Joe
him.
Darke unconscious and then took
Yeah.
him away.
So the blue badger hadn't even been dreamt of when Emma drew this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls of all ages.
it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the blue badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Mr. Wright!
Why you look so happy?
I don't know.
That's you.
Oh, right. In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike.
That's all I got, Chief.
It's gotta be. Yes!
The mysterious blue badger was in fact this.
But that's... what exactly is that?
I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint?
Our viewpoint?
I've got to show them the
No.
correct angle to look like this.
It even
All
gives us a picture.
So yeah, I've got
We gotta nail this.
to rotate this. No, I need to go the other way. This
This music.
Oh, I can do it. That makes things a lot easier like that. That's the right. That's the closest I've got.
I mean,
Think?
I hope.
That isn't right. We gotta make it look more like the badger. Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness's drawing. If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we cannot accept his claim.
That was a warning.
I've got to find just the right angle. Maybe I should rotate it vertically a bit more. Or horizontally?
Come on, Mr. Wright, you can do it.
I've got to show them. Okay, I need the right angle for this.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do that. Cause
Here, maybe... Should I check the thing? Maybe it'll help.
yeah, I'm gonna need some help here. Do I need to just present it upside down? I don't know. How the fuck?
It says, let's see. Rotate the jar so it looks like this. And then there's no picture.
Fucking.
Hold on. Emma's recollection cross-examination. Okay.
Fucking. I'm gonna. Well, now that makes sense because that would have to be its like head over here on the bottom. I just need to get the angle right. Is that?
Hold on.
I mean that's kind of close. I'll present that
Like
one.
this.
Oh no! All right, hang on. Okay, let me switch this again then.
Ugh.
All right. Yes, I know the correct angle. So I need to do pull it down, rotate. No, this is like exactly how I presented just now.
Just a little bit more closer to us. See? Yeah, like that. What?
They don't like it like that. Okay, come
But
on.
why?
Come on. Hang on. I'm gonna figure this out.
Look, it says like this.
All right, give us a second. We're gonna get this shit going right, okay? God damn. Hey, we got it fixed. Let me get my timer going again so I know how this episode's... Oh, fuck, I reset. Okay, there we were about 10 minutes in. Whoopsie, okay. Well, is this a miracle or what?
Boom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No one can possibly deny this jar's resemblance to the blue badger.
It keeps just popping in.
Fucking thing. No. It can't be.
It is. Order. The defendant has proven its claim. Defense, I said. Defendant, no. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
He's probably gonna be like, but it's kind of he's like, that's not how it stands, probably.
Yeah.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point?
Yeah.
What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything.
It does.
Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw the jar?
Ooh.
Fucking...
Oh, God. I don't... Should I look this up?
Yeah,
this
go
is
ahead.
very,
I'd say it's probably the murderer. Because that switches their roles around, probably, I'd assume.
Try this one.
Or the location?
Yeah.
The location. Okay.
Okay.
Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where?
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on that day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself.
Boy, this is heated.
Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Darke and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body? Wait a minute.
He's got that thinking face, people. You look like you're staring off into a sunset, trying to figure out what colors it's made up of. Like, that's the look on your face.
Here's what happened.
Oh boy, here he
Neil
goes.
Marshall pulled out the broken knife to attack
Darke.
Joe Darke. So we know that she pushed them. It was Darke. We don't know who went where. The vase probably hit Joe Darke in the head. But Neil Marshall also probably stumbled into a very fucking sharp thing in there. The armor suit. Why is that such a big deal in this case? Because he fell on that. Probably back first. Right? Or back first. And then to try and cover it up later on, they took the knife and broke the knife in his back to cover it up and make the evidence against Joe Darke. Because that's the only way that they could have gotten the prosecution against him. Because Joe Darke never killed Neil Grant, so they never had evidence for a conviction.
Neil Grant?
Or Neil
You mean
Marshall.
Neil Marshall?
Fuck these things, okay? Okay. Are you planning to remove the victim's body? Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
From Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office.
And they moved it so that would be like out of the question.
Yeah. Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. Huh?
He's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble.
It's a sad
The
song.
logical conclusion is that there was a reason. You dingus.
Do you know what that reason was, Mr. Wright?
I've finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. The next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have been the impact the man made when he knocked into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
Oh god.
A suit of armor holding a very sharp and dangerous looking sword.
Yes.
Emma's gonna blame herself now.
It's gonna be so bad.
Oh, she's like, oh god, I fucking pushed him into the. Oh no!
Since the man who was knocked into
That's
the
why she
armor
screamed?
since the man who was knocked in the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding a King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking. Yes, there is
Even though
another
it's a rare thing
possibility
we
what
do-
actually transpired in that room.
Another possibility.
Oh, Emma. Oh.
Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless. I don't know if I can go through with
Yeah,
this.
because Emma.
Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Sky knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall,
Oh, he doesn't have a problem saying it. Oh, God. He's like, I know you're not gonna fucking say it. Ooh. Oh.
everyone, no one has to say it, everyone knows.
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? Oh, God, Emma. No!
Oh. Thud. She's fucking out cold.
Wouldn't you be?
Oh, God. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life. And then proved so with her own testimony. This is unprecedented.
Everyone's like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on, dude? Oh, man.
What? What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances...
Joe Darke murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't.
Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence.
If we don't have any evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead.
Huh? We certainly can't get dead people to testify.
No. Hey, Maya, you want to come back?
This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
You done with your training yet?
Yeah. Touche, Miss Sky. Of course. Kinda leaves us with one possibility. Huh? You mean there's still another possibility?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly.
Yeah.
He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life.
What?
Fuck, this is gonna be complicated.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's very hard to do because I don't have a way to actually write, but
Oh.
there's a name on there. There's an E.
It kinda
and then
looks
there's
like an
M,
M,
and then there's an A.
Oh.
Fuck. In one manner or another.
That's impossible.
That'd be why that part was kept in the chief's safe too.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
you.
Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
I've got to think back to the court record. The murderer's name that the victim left behind is in the evidence. I'm calling it. This message
I know,
from the
why else
deceased
would that be?
is already in our possession.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer?
Do not be mistaken, Miss Sky. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek.
The truth.
The truth.
Yep, I was right.
No matter how painful it may be.
Yeah.
Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us the piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased.
I'm rolling with it.
Yep.
This is the message left by the deceased.
This is that blue badger from before, right?
It's a fucking jar.
Oh, is he going to just speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here, on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean? I say that all the time.
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar.
Yeah.
Looks like someone wiped the blood away. It wasn't me. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood of some of the fragments was not yet wiped away. The piece that was taken away didn't have a chance to have wiped away.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there is a line here drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines? Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points,
Connect the dots.
and the victim's message will become apparent.
No.
She's like, fuck!
Mr. Wright, what kind of message did the victim leave for us?
It's the name, Your Honor. I believe these bloodstains will reveal us the answer. We gotta connect these dots to make better. There's only one thing the victim could have written
Are
given the
you okay?
circumstances.
Jesus.
I have gas. Okay, so connect that to there.
Yeah.
Connect that down there.
Unfortunately.
And that to there.
And wait,
And
you can connect the.
I don't think. No, it doesn't have to be connected.
Okay.
That to
That.
there.
That to that.
There. That to that. That.
You sure you don't want to connect that?
I can't. I literally can't pick that point.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's just how they draw their E's. I'm sorry.
Oof.
It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence.
Yeah.
That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Oh boy.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life.
Was Emma Sky.
Everyone's just dead quiet. Oh.
Oh boy.
I hate this man.
Seaworthy? Can I say I didn't warn you? Can't say I didn't warn you. Chief Gant. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Darke was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in that case, were you not? Ugh. Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
He wasn't innocent, though.
But Joe Darke really was a serial
Yeah.
murderer. That's undeniable. Huh? I'm afraid that's not important.
Yes, it is.
Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. What? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. Oh shit, everyone's angry.
Yep.
What's going on at the prosecutor's office?
They might have sent an innocent man to his death.
How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault?
Order, order, order. Order!
Damn, people. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess.
Jesus.
Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
It's always Gant that comes in and throws things for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, he's the puppet master behind all this shit going on.
Yeah.
All right, save you progress at
Good
this point.
freaking lord.
Sure. And then we have the trial ladder. I think there's 2 fucking trial ladders in this case. But, oh boy.
Oh, God.
Fan lobby number 2. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
It's like a playground fight. Don't worry about it. Plan to resign anyways. It's fine.
No.
This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Oh, boy.
It's me, your boy Gumshoe, one last time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later.
No. He's done that before.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? I was just going down to the bodega, getting a nice mom and pop burger, you know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of nerve, pal. Make a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happy people at funerals. I take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law? Edward was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Seems so.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
It's not my job.
You're literally an attorney.
The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Because you know what they say, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Him? You don't mean Larry Butts, do you? Is he the real mastermind? I guess I need to give this book a thorough read.
When I think of him, I think of him.
Yeah. Alright, so doesn't look like that book will do any good now, Lo. Grant, I guess I gotta read the fucking book. Alright. Well, I mean, that's
Rule number 1, no evidence shall be thrown in that. Yeah. That's it? No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
I mean, that might be the one thing since he was the chief of police.
Yeah.
I think he still is the chief of police or something like that. Or is he the chief? No, yeah, he's the chief of police. So he can easily deny any evidence that he doesn't want to from the police department.
Unregistered evidence presented. Yeah, okay.
That's probably what that's going to be going with there. So.
It's like a little reminder thing.
Yeah. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective.
Yeah.
Eh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me? Miss Edgeworth, the real trial today hasn't begun yet.
Yep.
What?
It's on
What
Gant.
else is there left to do?
Gant.
Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. And my Sky found out she was unwillingly caused a man's death. And now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. Eh? She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. What?
He's in the courthouse,
And
actually.
we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people.
Yeah.
It's time to bring it to an end.
Edgeworth, Lana, fucking Marshall Brothers, Emma, all of them.
Yeah.
Everyone involved.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor.
The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
Thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well... normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But,
You okay there? You choking on some bento boxes or some shit, dog?
this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
Struck a bargain.
Ooh,
Eh?
what?
You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing.
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright.
What's up, bro?
Hey? You do realize this is your last chance.
He's giving us this chance too because he has it in for Gant too.
Yeah. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls... I'm gonna save quick.
Officer Meekin.
Defense calls. Time's finally come to bring out the real murderer.
Yep.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna call Damon Gant out. I call Bruce Goodman to the stand.
You can pick Meekins.
Oh, fuck. That's I'm obviously gonna bring up you know,
He's a suspect.
I'll just bring out Gant next time.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. Please forgive me.
either.
Just forgive me.